Good Wednesday morning, everyone. I'm Wayne Carter. Thanks for joining us today. As always, we get things started in the Channel 4 Weather Center. Laura Buchtel is keeping an eye on the forecast for us, and we've been waiting for this front.
It is.
All right, Christina, thanks so much. In topping the news right now, the search for two missing 13-year-old boys enters its third day as family members are expected to now get help from a national search team. The two boys were last seen getting out of the water near Haynes Boulevard and Parish Road in New Orleans East. Jill Jesus following the story for us this morning and joins us now with more. It doesn't appear to be good news. We wish them the best, Jill. Thanks so much. Other news now, New Orleans police are investigating what led to the shooting of a 13-year-old boy in the 7th Ward. It happened around 8:30 last night in the 1500 block of North Dorgenois. Investigators say the boy was shot in his abdomen, but he should pull through. If you have any information on the shooting, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. Their number is 822-1111. A new BGR report shows only 19 cents of every dollar in tolls actually goes toward policing and maintaining the bridge. Time now, and it was a tough night for the Hornets in Game 5 of their playoff series against the Lakers. The Bees came out of the gates on fire, jumping out to a 9-point lead, but the Lakers came back charging. And the final score last night, 106-90. So now it's win or go home for the Bees, and tip-off for Game 6 is set for 7 p.m. tomorrow night right here at home in the New Orleans Arena. Yeah, talk about it. Oh, boy. It's 5:15 in Money Watch. Amazon reports show an increase in sales, but that's not the end of the story. And the Federal Reserve is set to answer some questions after its policy-setting meeting today. Here's Alexis Christophorus. And some other news we're following around the world this morning. Online PlayStation gaming is suspended worldwide while Sony investigates a security breach. Users' personal information was compromised and credit card data may have also been taken. Users are encouraged to log on and change their passwords and to beware of scammers. Sony says it expects to restore some services within a week. The U.S. will give the Libyan opposition as much as $25 million in non-lethal assistance. It's money to protect civilians threatened by Muammar Gaddafi's regime. It includes medical supplies, uniforms, protective gear, radios, and meals. The White House also eased its sanctions on Libya to allow the opposition to sell oil that it controls and use that money to buy weapons and other supplies. More states are bracing for bad weather today. Communities already struggling with flooding and tornado damage are at an increased risk when a second storm system rolls through. We have a twister that was caught on tape in Texas as well. There it is. April is on track of being a record-setting weather month. And at 5:18, we're taking a look at the weather right here in our area. Laura Buchtel joins us from the Weather Center. And we've been fortunate compared to so many others.
We really have.
All right, Laura, it's getting closer to Friday. The big wedding, Westminster Abbey, is now officially closed to the public as the royal wedding draws near. The royal couple is just 2 days away from tying the knot. And as Charlie Daggett reports, officials are working around the clock to get the big day just right. And you don't have to go to London to see the big event. We'll have full coverage starting at 3 a.m. Friday morning, and our new Rhythm and News concert series will follow at 8 a.m. We'll be live from Tipitina's in the French Quarter. And get more information by logging on to our website. We're at WWL-TV.com. It's 5:21 now. Jazz Fest also kicks off this weekend, and if you're low on funds, stick around. Coming up, we'll tell you where you can go to buy some tickets at a discounted price. Hello again, everyone. I'm Wayne Carter. Thanks for waking up with us today. The top stories are coming your way in just a couple of moments. But first, Laura Buchtel's in the Channel 4 Weather Center. We've been talking about it all week long. You're watching that front headed our way.
We are, and that's...
Search for two missing teenage brothers continues this morning. They disappeared near Lake Pontchartrain. On Sunday, 13-year-old half-brothers Aaron Mitchell and Aaron Russell went out to walk a neighbor's dog, and they never returned home. Family members gathered for a vigil last night on the levee near Haynes Boulevard and Bass Streets. That's the site where the boys were last seen. This followed an intense day-long search by volunteers, friends, and neighbors. Police crews also used cadaver dogs to look for clues along the shore. They also used sonar equipment to search the shallow water in the area. Police ask if you've seen the boys or have any information that could help in this investigation to call 911 right away. The St. Tammany Sheriff's Office says they've arrested a Well, the countdown is on for Friday's final launch of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Navy Captain Mark Kelly and his crew flew to Kennedy Space Center in Florida yesterday. The shuttle commander says his wife, Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, will be arriving there soon. She's undergoing rehabilitation in Houston after being shot in Tucson back in January. President Obama and his family are also expected to attend the launch. And Bill Capo, our own Bill Capo, recently spent some time with the man who will pilot the final space shuttle flight, which is scheduled for June. He is a native New Orleanian, Colonel Douglas Hurley. Bill traveled to Houston to interview him, and we will have his story tomorrow night at 10 right here on Channel 4. Great to have a New Orleanian in control of that.
Did not know that.
I didn't either.
Good to see that. I'll be ready for that report tomorrow night.
And we've been talking about this front, but it looks like it won't be so bad for the most of us.
We're getting the tail end of it again, but we are. Back to you. All
right, Christina, thanks. As the NFL draft approaches, rumors are flying about the Saints' picks. And for the Hornets, it's now win or go home. We're going to have these stories and much more coming up next in sports. The NFL draft is just a day away, and speculation is building on who's at the top of the Saints' wish list. The Saints hold 5 picks and have glaring needs to fill. Garland Gillen has more from Saints general manager Mickey Loomis. All right, see you in a few minutes, Sally Ann. Well, spring is here, and that means warmer weather, and you may want to shed some pounds to get in shape for the season. But with everyone's busy schedules, it's not always easy to eat healthy on the go. Here's Sandra Indo. And that's the news this hour. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the Eyewitness Morning News. Get started in just a couple of minutes. Have a great day, everyone.